Ronda Rousey is speaking out about Dana White and the UFC, and you won't believe what she had to say. We're breaking down her explosive comments about the promotion and its president. Then, a legend returns home. Cain Velasquez is back after his prison release, and he's sharing his heartfelt gratitude for all the support he received. Get the details on his emotional message. And get this, the FBI is heading to the Octagon. We've got the inside scoop on the unprecedented training sessions between UFC fighters and federal agents. What does this mean for law enforcement and the fight world? Finally, we're diving into the results from UFC BJJ 6, featuring title fights and high-stakes matchups. Don't go anywhere, and make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and bell button.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Ronda Rousey drops bombshells on Dana White and the UFC. Fresh off announcing her return to the fight world with Netflix, Ronda Rousey is making waves again, this time by revealing candid details about her relationship with UFC President Dana White and her views on the promotion's current state. Speaking at a press conference for her upcoming May 16th fight, Rousey didn't hold back, sharing that White himself knows the recent White House Cards event fell short of expectations, even admitting he was so upset about it. She emphasized that White encouraged her to seek a better deal for her comeback bout, even giving his blessing for her to negotiate with Netflix. Rousey believes much of her current criticism stems from White no longer being the owner and not being able to run things as he wishes, calling it a big mistake by the company. She highlighted that White has always been her friend first and foremost, and he wants to see her succeed. Fans and analysts are buzzing about Rousey's candidness, with many speculating on the implications for her future and the UFC's internal dynamics. The sports world is watching closely to see how these revelations impact the promotion and White's role. Don't go anywhere. We've got more breaking UFC news coming up. Next, the emotional return of a heavyweight champion and his message of thanks. Cain Velasquez shares powerful message after prison release. Legendary UFC heavyweight Cain Velasquez is speaking out for the first time since his release from prison, expressing profound gratitude for the outpouring of support he received during his time behind bars. In an emotional message shared on Instagram, Velasquez spoke about readjusting to normal life and being with his family, thanking everyone whose words of inspiration and encouragement continuously lifted me up. He was sentenced to 5 years, but received credit for over 1,200 days served, stemming from a Feb. 2022 incident. Many in the UFC community, including former champion Sean Strickland, publicly backed Velasquez throughout the legal proceedings. The MMA world is celebrating Velasquez's freedom, with many fighters and fans expressing relief and sending well wishes. The focus now shifts to his parole and a restitution hearing scheduled for June 3. Still with us, we've got an unexpected collaboration coming up. Next, the FBI is stepping into the Octagon for groundbreaking training sessions. FBI agents to train with UFC stars in historic partnership. In an unprecedented move, the UFC is set to host training sessions at the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia, this weekend, marking a significant collaboration between the mixed martial arts promotion and the federal law enforcement agency. FBI Director Kash Patel, a known UFC enthusiast, hailed the initiative as a tremendous opportunity for agents to learn from some of the greatest athletes on earth to enhance their preparedness. The seminars, scheduled for March 14 and 15, will feature current and former UFC fighters, including champions and top contenders like Justin Gaethje, Jorge Masvidal, and Chris Weidman. UFC CEO Dana White expressed his tremendous respect for the FBI and pride in supporting their efforts to strengthen defense techniques. This partnership is part of the FBI's broader initiative to provide innovative training options and improve agent preparation. The collaboration also comes as the UFC prepares for a White House event, UFC Freedom Fights 250, later this year. This unique alliance has sparked widespread discussion, with many praising the innovative approach to law enforcement training and the mutual respect shown between the organizations. It highlights a growing connection between the UFC and government entities. We're not done yet, there's more UFC action to cover. Get ready for the results from UFC BJJ 6, coming up next. Mason Fowler defends title in UFC BJJ 6 main event. The UFC Apex in Las Vegas hosted UFC BJJ 6 last night, featuring 2 title fights and a highly anticipated debut. In the main event, UFC BJJ light heavyweight champion Mason Fowler successfully defended his title against Pedro Machado. The co-main event saw Effion Davies and Kashimura battle for the inaugural women's bantamweight title. Additionally, Nicky Rodriguez made his UFC BJJ debut in a heavyweight matchup against Edler Cruz. The event also included several other exciting bouts on the main card. Fight fans are dissecting the performances and outcomes from UFC BJJ 6, celebrating the champions and new contenders emerging from the grappling world. The event showcased high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu talent within the UFC umbrella. That's all the news for today, but stick around for our rapid-fire recap. We'll be hitting the top stories one last time before you go. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We heard from Ronda Rousey on Dana White and the UFC, celebrated Cain Velasquez's return and gratitude, saw the FBI training with UFC fighters, and covered the UFC BJJ 6 results. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for all your breaking news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels.